Hey everybody, what's going on? I'm finally back with another video. I do apologize. What can I say? It's been nuts still. This whole year has just kept up to this crazy pace. And unfortunately, I just don't have a lot of time to do a lot of videos lately. Work is just nuts. So I do apologize for that, but a lot has happened with regards to the upcoming Calgary Expo recently. They released their schedule and there is some really cool news and there's some bad news too. So I do want to get into that with you guys, as well as go over some of that awesome stuff I was telling you about from the movie The First Power. I got a double-sided original poster from the film that I would like to have Blue Diamond Phillips sign, as well as one of those really cool media kits. Now, it's something that I only found out about not too long ago, but I figured it would be worth looking for one if I'm going to have a chance to meet him and see if I can get my hands on one, and I did. So I haven't opened it yet, so I'd like to share that with you guys as well. I also have a pickup from Cavity Colors to show you guys, and yeah, lots of stuff, so let's get into it. Okay, so the Calgary Expo. We are about a week away. I'm actually recording this on the Saturday, about a week prior to the day I go. I'm not sure how fast I'm going to get this uploaded, but it's a week away right now. And they released the schedule, I believe, on Thursday. So you sort of got an idea of some things that are going on. Some interesting things are, I noticed on the Friday, I believe they have a Scream cosplay meet at like 4:30 in the afternoon, which is really cool. I would love to be a part of it. It's just like when you find out a week away, and it's a 3.5 hour drive, and you're working the same day on the Friday. I was just going to drive up Saturday and come back down, but right now it's looking like I'm going to be staying the night, Friday night, and coming back Saturday. But I wouldn't be leaving until after I'm finished work and the kids are off school and everything. So there's no chance we could make it there that early. But it would be really neat to have a meetup with the cosplayers and stuff. And apparently they're taking pictures in the park down there and stuff. So that's a bit of a bummer. I would have liked to have been a part of that. But after, there is a Scream seminar that they are doing Friday night as well at 6 p.m. So that's another time where it's going to be really hard to be able to make that. I don't even think it's possible. But anyway, it's a panel they're basically doing, and it's the original cast members of Scream. And I noticed it written down there, and I noticed we had, Nev Campbell, and you have Skeet Ulrich, and you have Matthew Lillard, and Jamie Kennedy, and Lee Waddell is there as well, the fellow who played Ghostface, who's at last year's Calgary Horror Con. But I didn't notice Rose McGowan's name on there. And I thought, well, that's weird. Why is she not in the panel, right? And I checked the guest list and, photo ops and everything. She's still all in there. So maybe for whatever reason, she's not doing the panel. So I thought that was a little strange. And then the following morning on Friday there, got the announcement that unfortunately Rose McGowan has in fact canceled. So unfortunately, she will not be signing my awesome Scream poster, which is too bad, because I pretty much would have had everybody on there from the core characters, except for, of course, David Arquette and Courtney Cox. Those two will probably be pretty hard to get. I mean, maybe one day if I'm lucky. But yeah, I was thinking it would be cool to have everybody else, though, right? So now, unfortunately, it looks like Rose McGowan is not going to be able to sign it. I should mention, of course, Drew Barrymore as well, but come on, that's, it's going to be like Courtney Cox. Probably a pretty hard autograph to get. It is disappointing to lose Rose, but, I'm still glad everything is happening. Unfortunately, can't go to the panel. It would sure be fun. I was thinking it'd be nice to get there early and throw the cosplay on or do the cosplay thing with everybody, and then get like a front row seat there, just cross the old legs and the Ghostface outfit, get my Ghostface mug and just sit there, and just I think that'd be a blast. You know, just don't say anything or anything. I don't mean to be like disruptive, but I thought it'd be pretty funny to just sit there and just listen. It would be neat to be, you know, to experience that. So a little disappointing that we can't know earlier, or that, you know, these kind of huge guests usually don't make it to Edmonton, because we do have our own expo, as you know, in September. That's a 3-day event, but the Calgary one is always a lot bigger, always bigger names, and it's usually 4 days. So we're talking Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So there was also some good news that happened recently as well. About a week or two ago, it was announced that none other than Laurie Metcalf is also coming to the Calgary Expo. Yes, that's Mrs. Loomis herself, right out of Scream 2, of course, Roseanne, all sorts of other projects, but I always respected her performance in Scream 2. I thought she was very convincing. You know, and I'm sure you've heard me talk about in the past plenty of times, I thought a lot of the other female killers, even a few of the males, were, you know, rather small, slight, little people, and you know, it didn't really make a whole lot of sense that they were, you know, Ghostface, because you thought, well, how would you pull that? You're so much shorter, and you're not nearly as strong. I don't know. You would just think you'd have to be really stealthy to be able to pull that off, and if you're in some kind of a tussle, it's, you know. Anyway, whatever. I don't even get into that. But Laurie Metcalf always had me fooled. I thought she had the crazy lady and you know, tortured mother thing going on really well, and captured that, you know, that Pamela Voorhees kind of crazy. And she's such a fantastic actor, you know, or actress. I'm not sure what's the proper thing nowadays, but I do really respect her, and I'm super excited she's going. So I'm hoping to get my steelbook signed if I get a chance. I'd really like to do that. Of course, the poster I'm having signed is the original Scream, so I'll only be going after the original cast to sign that. I'd also like to get Dermot Mulroney to sign my Scream 6 steelbook. That would be pretty cool as well. So I guess we'll see, because there's only so many dollars to go around, and it's going to get expensive, you know. I was hoping to get some pictures and autographs and stuff, but I don't think I'll be able to do that after getting the Scream OG shot, is what they basically said. Which, with Rose not being in it, I guess they're giving me some kind of a small refund back for the difference. So I guess that's a good thing. So that'll be enough to maybe get one more autograph out of all of that. But that's kind of what I'm planning on doing. So speaking of things to get signed, I mentioned I got these couple of items from the first Power I wanted to get signed. So I was going to show you that. It showed up probably a couple of weeks ago. So I've been sitting on this for a while, being terribly disciplined and not actually opening this thing. I did have a look at the cover, but I have not opened the plastic yet. This is a look at it right here. So this is the media kit from Orion Pictures, or Orion Pictures, I forget how to pronounce that. But it came out, of course, in 1990 when the movie dropped. The movie just recently had its 34-year anniversary about a week or so ago as well, too. So I'm going to get this thing open and let you guys have a look. Let's check. Wow, very cool. So it does have a gloss to it. It does look a little worn, like it's definitely been around 34 years, that's for sure. But looks good, has a nice shine to it still. So you have a shot with Blue Diamond Phillips in the top left, Tracy Griffith in the top right, Jeff Cobra, of course, in the bottom left, and director Robert Resnikoff on the bottom right. Next one, a good shot of Logan and Franklin, And of course, Logan with Channing at the bottom, heading into the courthouse. Yeah, this one's definitely my favorite. So of course you have Channing on the left. That's Jeff Kober, of course, with Tracy Griffin. And on the right, this awesome picture of Channing that I just love in his mask with the double-sided axe. That is definitely a cosplay I would like to do. I just love that shot of him. It looks so badass with that creepy mask and the double-sided axe. Very, very cool. Then you have Channing, of course, trying to grab Tess at the water treatment plant. And of course, Logan and Tess again on the right. And then in the last one, another shot of Logan and Tess. That is Lou Diamond Phillips and Tracy Griffith. Looks like a sort of a typical media shot on the left, and on the right, a shot from filming where they were soaking wet after getting out of the water. And then it has a couple of booklets that come with it as well. The first one is basically just everyone involved in the film, as well as the cast. Quite a long list, of course, a lot of stunt folks involved there at the bottom. And you have the credits. They go on for a few pages. Yeah, pretty much just the entire cast and crew and information about the film, so that is pretty cool. So it's filmed on location in Los Angeles and at Valencia Studios, California. 1990 Nelson Films, all rights reserved. And the other booklet is a lot thicker. This is some production information on the front. There's a lot of production information about the cast. You have some information on Lou Diamond Phillips, as well as Tracy Griffith, Jeff Kober, the director. I mean, just all kinds of interesting information. There's information on how they created the sets. Then you have a section about the cast as well. Just a really neat piece of the First Power history. So there you have it, very, very cool. Lots of stuff inside. But I think if I'm gonna have them sign this, because there's so many individual things inside that, I think it's best to probably just sign the cover, then maybe I could display it. Maybe get them up here or something, or if I'm lucky enough to meet Jeff Kober someday down here. That's wishful thinking, I know, but very cool to have Lou Diamond Phillips. That's the lead, man. So looking forward to that, and looking forward to having him sign this for me. All right, so the next one I picked up is this beautiful double-sided original First Power poster. I have not pulled it out of here yet, but that is exactly what this is, and you can see it is double-sided. So I'm excited to get this signed as well. So I'll just bring a case along, and what I'll probably do is back roll it the night before we go, so that when it comes out it'll be super tight. It'll hopefully be a little bit more flat so we can sign it. I know my Hereditary poster that I had Millie Shapiro sign was quite rolled up, so we really had to constantly play with it to get her to sign it. So hoping I do a little bit better with this one, but I'll show you what this thing looks like as well right here. So again, really looking forward to having those things signed by Lou Diamond Phillips. I would like to get that Scream poster, the little tiny one I showed you last time, signed by the cast members of Scream. Perhaps get the steel books for Scream 2 and Scream 6 signed by Dermot and Laurie Metcalf. It would be really cool, so we'll see. Hopefully I can afford that. I guess I'll have to play that one by ear. There is one other thing that I thought would be really cool to have signed, because I never thought I'd have the opportunity to meet Gina Carano, but I have this Star Wars figure, you know, that was released when they released these Mandalorian figures, and not long after these dropped, she was fired by Disney. So yeah, I'm not really sure how she'd feel about signing one of these, but I wanted one because of, you know, I knew that what was going on, and I thought, well, they're probably going to pull these, or they're going to be hard to find, or they're not going to have them around as much. So I thought I want to get my hands on one because, you know, I've always been a Gina Carano fan. I'm a mixed martial arts fan. Don't really talk about that very much, but I've been a mixed martial arts fan for, you know, 20 years now, I would say. But she started out in the Strike Force and did a lot for women's MMA, and yeah, I thought it'd be really cool to have her sign this. But because it does say Disney on it, and I just don't know how she's going to feel about signing something that says Disney. If she's cool with it, that would be great, but I don't want to offend her either, so who knows? So if I can work that in, I would love to get an opportunity to get an autograph on that as well. So I guess we'll see what happens there. All right, and on to the Cavity Colors pickup. Invoice enclosed, paid. That is awesome. Yeah, so let's take a look and see what we got from Cavity Colors. So I've been cutting back a lot on the t-shirts and stuff that I pick up. I did show you this one not too long ago that I got from Fright Rigs. I got this with my points, and I think the whole thing didn't cost me $30 to my door, so I thought it was a great deal. And it's a really nice hoodie, and it's oversized, so that's awesome. But I have been trying to cut back a lot and getting a lot less t-shirts. The collection's pretty big as well, and it's getting a little out of control. But anyway, there's a couple in here that I really wanted to get my hands on, so I'm going to show you those now. Let's take a look here. Oh, my spooky order was packaged by James. Thank you so much, James. I appreciate it. There is my receipt. And how cool was that? We have an Elvira bookmark. Thank you so much, as always, Cavity Colors. I do love these. These are very cool. Okay, so first t-shirt up. This is the one that I went for. I wanted to grab this because I thought, once again, Devon Whitehead's art was over the top amazing. Check out this New Nightmare design. Looks absolutely amazing. Look at how well the characters are done. Look at Heather Langenkamp. She looks amazing. Looks just perfect. Robert Englund looks perfect. Just an absolutely incredible piece of art, again by Devon Whitehead. He's got to be pretty much the most skilled in the game. You know, he is definitely incredibly talented and always puts out just amazing designs. And this one is no exception. This time, staying awake won't save you. Wes Craven's New Nightmare. Love it. That is so cool. All right, and the second t-shirt, another absolutely incredible design from an absolutely awesome movie that I love. Check out this American Psycho design, once again by Devon Whitehead. Guy's constantly outdoing himself. I love the first design he did. I did pick that up years back. It's actually my only American Psycho shirt, so I figured I would put one more in the collection. This is such a cool looking design. He captured many fantastic scenes from this movie. He's got the business cards behind him, of course, the giant cell phone, and the rest. Very, very cool design. So yeah, a couple of badass designs from Cavity Colors again. Really happy to pick those two up. But as I mentioned before, I'm definitely getting a lot less t-shirts these days and whatnot. Again, the collection's got kind of huge, and you know, gets pricey, of course, because these shirts are high quality, and you know, they're not cheap, but well worth every penny. Fantastic cotton, and they always fit great as well. But those designs just blew me away, so I had to go for it. So with the expo, I guess I'm just needing to figure out what I want to do. If I want to try bringing my cosplay anyway, and maybe doing a picture in the cosplay or not. I don't know if it's going to work, you know, with the big group photo. I'm sure if Lee Waddell is in there, I believe he is usually wearing a Ghostface outfit. There's that, which is not a big deal. I mean, it's nothing to have two killers there. I mean, that would be kind of pretty traditional for Scream. But it would be really cool to have one in the outfit next to Billy and Stu. I guess that's kind of what I'm thinking, is if I can afford to get a picture with the two of them with it, that might be really cool to try. But I guess we'll see. I'm sort of playing that by ear. But right now I'm thinking that the cosplay stuff probably isn't going to work so well. Because like I said, I do plan to go down Friday night, spend the night, and just get out there early Saturday morning. Hopefully find a reasonable parking spot, because I'll actually be, in the city when I wake up, instead of having to drive 3.5 hours and leave at 5 in the morning. I mean, it would be nice to get in on that panel on Friday. Oh, that would be cool. I wanted to see James Jude Courtney's at the last Calgary HorrorCon, but he didn't do it till the Sunday when I was gone. I was only there Friday night and Saturday, so unfortunately I missed that, and it looks like I'm gonna have to miss the Scream panel as well. It would be really cool if they could come, to Edmonton for the expo. I'm not gonna hold my breath though. Usually we don't have the same deep list of guests, but there's still some really cool ones, don't get me wrong, but the guest list is usually quite a bit smaller for Edmonton, so I guess we will see what happens there. But for now, I am really looking forward to meeting the cast of Scream and Lou Diamond Phillips, maybe Gina Carano. That'd be kind of cool. Anyway, that is pretty much it for now, you guys. I'm working on a kind of a different video for you guys next. It's not exactly horror, but it came from that 80s horror home, sort of mid-80s. It's going to be a video I'm doing on some Sho Kosugi ninja movies. So some of you might be familiar with movies like Revenge of the Ninja, or of course Enter the Ninja, the first one, or Ninja 3, The Domination, and stuff like that. So I was going to get into those a little bit and talk about them, because I recently picked up some items from those films, not screen used or anything, but just some cool stuff I wanted to show you guys. So I know it's not my normal horror content there, but I figured it would still be something really interesting to take a look at. Yeah, so that is in the plans. I don't know how many of you like ninja movies and stuff, but I figured why not give it a show, see what you guys think, just for the heck of it, because they sort of happened around the same time for me as a kid growing up. So all right, well, that's it for now, guys. I thank you as always for watching, and we'll see you again for another one. Take care.